So welcome everyone. My name is Amy Edwards. I'm a platinum consultant with Evolution and Archer Travel. I have been an agent now for actually December is going to be 4 years. Absolutely love it. I am My team is actually Team Sunset. I am from the Midwest area, so I'm from Michigan. And today we are going to learn about Agent Universe. Honestly, one of my favorite suppliers, and not for booking, but for information. Agent Universe is a program that is sponsored by TLN or Travel Leaders Network, which, if you ever get asked what our consortium is, Travel Leaders Network is typically the #1 choice there. Um, so Travel Leaders Network is very huge, very prominent in the travel business. And that's why I like to come to Agent Universe, not for booking, but for all of the resources that they hold. So I'm going to go ahead, and I apologize. I'm just getting over a cold, so I hope that I don't have the sniffles, but I know my throat is just a bit scratchy. So let's go ahead and get started here. The first thing I want to show you is how to register. So everyone should pretty much know how to register now for one of our vendors or suppliers. But in case you don't, you are going to go to your back office. You're going to log into your back office. On the left, you're going to click on the Travel Cafe. The Travel Cafe is everything travel related through Archer Travel. Once you click on that, you are going to come to the screen that is the Travel Cafe. From here, to register for Agent Universe and any of our suppliers, you're going to go from our menu down at the left, you're going to go to suppliers, and then you are going to go to the USA suppliers. International agents, do we have any international agents on here today? I apologize. I have not looked to see. I'm going to look really quick to see if it's on here. Doesn't look to be, but I believe that you can be an international agent and still be able to register for Agent Universe. I apologize. I will look into that for our next training. But for now, you can check with your mentor or your gold or your platinum leader to be sure. Okay. All right. So we're going to go to the USA suppliers, and we're going to scroll down. The first one that's going to be listed here is going to be Agent Universe. You're going to click on continue reading to open it up. And then it's going to walk you through how to register. It's got a quick overview about Agent Universe. They have a guide for all of the suppliers. So I suggest that you save that to your documents, whether you like to print or whether you like to just hold everything in a folder. Here is how you get access to the site, to their travel portal. Contact information for Travel Leaders Support Services is here. Maybe you have login issues, maybe there's a trouble. Once you are on Agent Universe, you can use that contact information. And then how to register, you're going to self-register by clicking this link. It does take 3 or 4 days to be approved. So Archer Travel will approve you after you fill out all this information. Excuse me. If you scroll down a little bit further, you can see here that you can use the TLN logo. You can also get their supplier quick reference card. I subscribe to the weekly newsletter from Roger Block. He has a lot of really good information in there. And because they are so prominent in the travel industry, anything that I can get from, excuse me, from Travel Leaders Network, I always make sure that I sign up for. And then I'm going to show you how to access their training calendar. Okay. So if you click this link, it's going to ask you to verify yourself in a few questions. You are going to put in your email. You are going to then create a password. Once you create a password, you're going to click next, and it's going to ask you for some identifying information. But you can find all that information in the Evolution back office under the Quick Start documents, in case you don't have this already. Archer supplier credentials. Everyone should have access to this. Print this out because this is information you're really, really going to want to have. How you get help from Archer, never sending W-9s, how you register for the different vendors. I apologize, that opened for just a second there. Give that a second to complete opening. Oh, Victoria, you do not click yes for license to sell in Canada. And yes, you register as an independent contractor. All right, so here is all of Archer Travel's information. So their IATA, their contact information. If you're doing cruises, you don't use the IATA, use the cruise line reference number. So all of that's going to be listed here in your back office. All right. So once you go to Agent Universe, you are going to log in, and here's the page it's going to bring you to. Here is where you find all of the sources, excuse me, all of the sources and resources of information. If you are, I apologize, I took a quick drink. If you are a mentor, or if you are helping with your team's calendar, or if you are looking for more trainings, the first thing I want to show you is one of Travel Leaders Network's biggest resources, and that is their monthly training calendar. But they have a little different type of way that you have to access it. Excuse me, just one second. Okay, I apologize. I've been talking all morning. I probably shouldn't have before this training. All right, so the first thing that you're going to do to access trainings is you are always going to open, if you scroll right down on the home page, middle of the page, you're going to open the TLN library. And that pretty much logs you in to their training schedule. You are going to have this open to be able to register for any of their trainings. All right, so always keep that in mind. Otherwise, when you click to register for a training, it'll bring you to a login screen that you do not have access to. All right. Also, you're not going to be able to go into the trainings and share the link with others because with Agent Universe, you have to be registered and then register for the training inside of their portal. So once you have that open in the background, you can just go to training and events, and then you can go to the education calendar. And then this is going to open up a calendar for their entire month of trainings. See how these are all listed in there? The time should list in your specific time zone, but make sure to pay attention to time zones as well. So I'm just going to open one to show you. I'm going to show you the cruise booking tool. Cruise Complete. They have a training on that. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Really, really great training. So when you open it up, let me make sure this pop up, you can see. All right, I'm gonna have to share my screen differently. So when you open that up or you click that link, it's gonna open up to this box. It's gonna tell you what the training is and then how to register. But since you have that TLN library open in the background, if you scroll down, you can actually just click here and it'll open up to the link to be able to register. Okay. Now, I will tell you that Agent Universe has a couple of programs that are paid trainings, which means they want you to pay to attend the training. They are not required. It's not something you have to do. Agent Universe just has a whole separate education software that you are more than welcome to participate in if it's your specialty. But just remember, it's not something you have to do. So if it is a paid training, they will put down here the cost of it. Okay. So I guess I shouldn't say a paid training, I guess I should say a fee for training. So if you want to register for this one, you are then going to click on the link and then it'll open to that specific training and allow you to be able to register. So if you click over here in sessions, you can see they're offering it every Monday. So if you want to attend on the 13th, you click there and you click enroll. Some trainings are very limited in class size. So I always tell people to look at the calendar as early in the month as you can, because if they have a limited class size, you don't want to be knocked out of that training because they're already full. Most of them are 500, but some of them are a little bit limited, especially on the how to get leads. They do limit that training, mostly because there are so many questions and they have a time limit. So just clicking the enroll button and it'll send you email reminders as well that your training is coming up. So that's a super nice feature, a really nice feature to share with your teams, because they also do, in addition to just trainings for their platform, they also do different types of trainings with vendors. So for instance, is it AI, UI, I think they call it AWA, Adventure and Outdoor Experiences. So this is one of the vendors that are providing a training. Some of them even offer incentives for attending the trainings. We have a nice TikTok training here. Let's see, another one. Oh, a training for Belize. So this one, you can also train for the Beyond the Shores Belize's diverse tourism. Some of them, and I wish I could find one here. Maybe it's the Beyond with Back Roads. Oh, yes. So this one doesn't require you to be with Agent Universe. So this one, you could just share this link with your team so that they could register for this direct vendor, because this one isn't through Agent Universe. So I just want to show you like the different options there. I can't remember which one is a paid training now, or is a fee, I should say. I think maybe this one. I want to show you what that looks like. Nope, no, it's free. Well, anyway, it's going to tell you down there if there is a fee for the training. So make sure to pay really close attention to that. Okay. So that's how you set up for trainings. If you have a team calendar, I suggest to put all of these on there. These are super good trainings, and they will be really, really helpful for your team to help them to stay engaged with your with travel bookings. Any questions on how you register for trainings or how you view the calendar? All right, so I'm just going to go through and kind of show you from the menu items here. So you have a couple of book it items. So Archer Travel, we don't use Pinsite currently. That may change in the future, but just remember, even when you're doing trainings, that we currently don't use the Pinsite. What we do use, the printout sheet with all the information. Oh, that is in your back office. So sign into your back office, and then your menu there at the left says, hold on. I want to tell you exactly what it says. So I think it says getting started documents. No, it's okay. I have no problem going back. This training is usually pretty quick, so I want to make sure that everyone knows um, where to find things. Quick start documents. So over here on the left under quick start documents, the only one I really use in here is the travel agent responsibilities and the Archer supplier credentials. The new agent packet, usually your team gives you one of them that's a little more thorough and in detail. It's a nice one to get started with. But that Archer supplier credentials is what you're gonna want. Okay, so we are gonna go back to Agent Universe here. The first thing I want to talk about is Cruise Complete. So to register, after you've registered with Agent Universe, you are going to want to get started with Cruise Complete. There is one step that you do have to follow before you can get access to Cruise Complete. So if you go to Evolution Travel Cafe Facebook page, I'm going to put the link for this page in the chat box because if you are not on this page, make sure you like this page. This is where you're going to see everything from Archer Travel, all of the live, all of the trainings that they have, the training schedules, they have marketing materials. Make sure you are on the Evolution Travel Cafe page. So right up here in the featured post, there's one called Agent Universe Cruise Complete. Here is how to get registered for Cruise Complete. Give that 1 second to open. So you are going to register, you're going to email cruise complete at archertravel.com with your Evolution ID number and your name. And then they are going to turn on that cruise complete feature. Okay. If you want to take a screenshot of this, great. But it is cruise complete at archertravel.com. Okay. The reason that I like Cruise Complete, and I'm going to show you, give you a quick overview, is because how many people have somebody, a potential client coming to you saying, I'd like to take a cruise, but I've really never taken a cruise before. I want to go sometime in March into somewhere warm. How many people get that? How frustrating is that, right? And you want to be able to give them some good options without spending a whole lot of time doing research because you're essentially researching at your cost, right? So, rather than trying to pry information, too much information out of them, you can give them a couple options pretty quickly. And then you're going to have them narrow down and make some decisions. But in the Cruise Complete platform, you can search cruises. And what's really nice is you can search river cruises, which are super popular. So I'm going to go into the cruise portion. And again, I just want to let you know, I don't book from here. I never have. I'm going to gather the information and then I'm going to go to that vendor site. Some agents book through here, but I find it more beneficial to work through the agent site. You can do what you would like to do. You could ask your mentor for their advice, but this is what I like to do. So let's say for this particular client, they want to go, move some of my controls out of the way here. They want to go in March. So I'm going to select all the sailings from March 1st to March 31st. They want to do 3 to 7 nights. And then I'm going to leave it open. Any destination, any cruise line, any ship, any ports, and then they just need one cabin. And I'm going to leave the price. I'm not going to narrow it down too far because I want to see a broad number of search results. So I'm going to go ahead and click on search. Now this is going to bring up, as you can see, all of the cruise lines. So it's 495 matches between March 1st and March 31st. And there are 15 different cruise lines it's showing. So I can go through here and I can kind of gauge a little bit um, about which, where they would want to go. But 495 is a lot, right? So from here, if I go to the left, I can also narrow this down. So I know that my clients are probably not going to want to pay 22,000. So I've asked them their budget and they would like to stay under, we'll say under 10,000. So I'm going to move that down to narrow down that search. I also know that my potential client wants to depart from Florida. Maybe they live in Florida. So I can go down here to the departure port and I can select, let's see, let's do Miami. We could select more than one. So we could do Jacksonville, and then we could also do Miami. So now I have narrowed it down to 81, which is a lot easier to work with. Maybe not perfect, but a lot easier. From here, I can search or sort for any of these headings. So I can look, let's say they want an inside cabin. I can sort by the price. So if I have somebody on a really tight budget, here's a 3-night cruise to the Bahamas for $1.99 a person. If I scroll down a little bit further, you can kind of see that price range. I can also then go in and choose the destination. So they wanted someplace warm. So we can do the Bahamas. Excuse me. And we can go through, obviously, we're probably not going to choose Antarctica. We can go down through and choose any destinations. So I chose the Bahamas. Now I'm at 29 matches. So see how easy that works. So now I can say, all right, if I'm going to go cheaper, the Norwegian Pearl. If I want to go a little more high end, we're going to start getting into the Royal Caribbean, some Carnival, but I can see now which vendor I should go with. I can also open up the details and I can see the entire itinerary. And that's just at a quick glance. That way you're not having to open up Royal Caribbean and open up Carnival and open up MSC and compare all of them individually. Any questions on Cruise Complete? There are a lot of features in Cruise Complete as well. I mean, a lot of different booking and quoting features. Again, I use it for a resource of information. All right, if there are no questions, I'm going to go ahead and move on. All right, as I said, there are some programs that you can use through Agent Universe. One that I like, of course, I mentioned the Cruise Complete. They have a social share program. I believe it's still in the beta testing phase. But when I show you some marketing materials, they have a program they're starting that's going to automatically share to your social media site. Another one that I really like to use is special interest, and feel free to, when you get access to Agent Universe, to just explore the entire site. But I really like the special interest area. And the reason I like that is there are a couple specialties here. Let's say you want to specialize in honeymoon and destination weddings. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Here are a ton of resources for you to be able to use. Now, they do have okay, up here, certification. Their certification, again, is a fee-based. I believe it's 200, and I can click on it and show you, 200 and some dollars to become a honeymoon and destination wedding specialist program. Again, not required at all, but that is an opportunity if you'd like. But another thing that they have that I think is really neat, they will show you the participating suppliers that have really good programs for honeymoons and destination weddings. These suppliers probably have their own trainings as well, if that you want that to be your specialty. A romance toolkit. So it's going to give you ad and flyers, social media assets, save the date announcements, and some worksheets. So if you go in here to the toolkit, it's going to open up into a whole nother site. It's raining a lot here lately, so my internet is a little bit slow. I apologize. So from here, you can use different ads that they have, social media images. So if I click on here and I open the link, that's a nice cover photo that you can use. Let's see, they have planners, so you can use planning tools. They have proposals. Let's see, booths, so bridal show booths. You can look at the large booth backdrop. You can use this to maybe order a specific backdrop that you would like to use. So really nice information and a great way to get started in your specialty. Another specialty that I think is really nice that they have, um, family travel. So they have some packing lists, different proposals. Why should you take your family on vacation? Um, and 10 tips for traveling with kids. So a lot of really great information for different types of specialties as well. Marketing. I really like the marketing section. So the first thing I want to talk about is the agent profiler. Now, if you are interested in getting leads from Agent Universe, they have a free service through December where you can get their full, they call it a super agent. Um, and you can get leads, travel leads through Agent Universe. You get your very own landing page. So if we go to the agent profiler, another nice thing with Agent Universe and Agent Profiler is they'll write your bio for you. They're going to send you, let's see if it's in here, right here. 7 steps to the perfect bio. They're going to give you an email. You're going to send your information to that email. They're then going to send you a questionnaire. You're going to answer all the questions on that questionnaire, and they're going to send you a perfect bio. I'll show you what mine looks like in just a second. But I really appreciated them doing that bio because I had a heck of a time trying to write my own bio that wasn't just a couple of sentences. Um, so all of these are the different agent profiler options. And again, you can do Profiler Plus and Super Agent. You can see what the differences are. You know, they're going to have you add, when you're a super agent, you're going to have to do a few more steps. They want 15 reviews, 4 bios, a photo album, a travel story, and a map. It seems like a lot, but it really isn't a lot. And to be listed on Travel Leaders Network is a really great way to get your name out there. And again, here is the need help writing your bio. There's the information or the email that you can use so that they can help you get that written. So how do you get started in the agent profiler? So you're going to go over here on the left and you're going to click on agent profiler. Yeah, AI works pretty well too. I find after a while, unless you're in a really good paid AI program, it kind of repeats itself. But yeah, I really like to use AI as well. All right. So yours, when you first get started, it's going to show 0%. It's going to, all of this is going to be blank. You're going to edit all of your information and put it in there. And then it's going to ask you to list specialties, partners, and destinations. As you can see, I have 33 specialties, 48 partners, 10 destinations. Way too broad. You have to narrow it down to your niche. I shouldn't say you have to, but you should. Because when, let's say your niche is cruises, when somebody searches Google for cruises, your name will pop up through the Travel Leaders Network. Okay. So limiting that down is a really good idea when I show you what the landing page looks like. But what you're going to do is you're going to click on Edit Interest. And you're just going to click on your interest. Every time you click on one, I'm going to click on architecture. It's going to open up a box. You have to put a small explanation in there. Maybe you have a degree in architecture. Maybe you come from a background where your family's in architecture. Maybe you have taken a training. Um, for me, a couple of things that I've put. So air travel, multiple airline tickets booked, all inclusive, all inclusive resort certifications. Let's see, scrolling down just a little bit further. Disney. I obtained the College of Disney Knowledge certificate. Let's see. Family vacations, various bookings for family vacations. So just something pretty small in there is really all you need. Okay. All right, we are going to go back to there. You're going to do the same thing for the partners and for the different destinations. The exact same thing. So once you get that in there, it's going to take a day or two and they're going to move to approved from pending. Once they are approved, once you have all this information in there, and once your profile says 100%, you are going to take a screenshot of this. You're going to email that to Archer Travel, and they are going to publish your site. All right. Once they get that published, you're going to be able to go into your profile. These are for once you go into your profile, if you are paying for any of that CTS, anytime you see CTS, that's the Travel Leaders Network's paid program. You can say that you are certified in that. Let's see. Oh, I have to remember again. I always do this. Here it is. All right. So now I can click here and I can see my profile on the national website. So now here's the bio that Travel Leaders Network or Agent Universe has written. It's quite a lengthy one. It lists all of my specialties. It lists a few paragraphs about me, keeps going and going. Nice bio, right? Because I probably would have put like 1 to 2 sentences. Anybody who is viewing this can see my certificates and award. They can see any reviews. They can see my areas of expertise. And then they can, of course, email me or call me. So very nice, very good way to get that set up and get some additional reviews. Any questions on how you set that up? All right. Yeah, Victoria. I know that when you search, you probably see a lot of Travel Leader Network's listings for sure. All right, some more about marketing. You can use Travel Leaders Network branding materials. You can get brochures. You can do email marketing. So they have a couple of discount codes. Maybe you'd like to use, I forget which one that they use. But they'll talk about email marketing if you would like to use it. Let's see. Oh, Constant Contact. That's the one that they use. So they give you a discount if you would like to start using that. You can search different promos. You can use any photos from any of their marketing. Again, Social Share Pro, any websites, and then the social media section that I think is really, really helpful. Because social media can be a little intimidating as to what you put out there. So in their social media section, they have all different kinds of trainings. You can follow them on all of their social media accounts. Of course, the training library will focus on a different social media platform every single month. Yeah, the Social Share Pro, so it's join the wait list. So they are still launching it, should be coming out anytime. They do have a social media content calendar. I'm going to show you that in just a moment. How to use Reels on TikTok and short form videos. All the different ways to use social media. They use hashtags. They give you ideas. So Monday, they do Monday Blues. Tuesdays are Travel Tuesday, and this is what their social media calendar is based on. And then any how-tos. So how to use all of the platforms. I know a lot of people have trouble with TikTok, so they have a how to use TikTok. And they have live trainings on TikTok, Twitter as well. So it shows you how to use all the different platforms. Now I'm going to show you in the middle of the page here, I'm going to show you the monthly calendar. So I know a lot of you probably are already using BranchUp to share to your business page. And the nice thing with BranchUp is they utilize, excuse me, Facebook, and they utilize LinkedIn now. With Agent Universe, they're working on the connection directly to social media. But what they have right now is an entire month of ideas to post on social media. So to give you an idea, one of the hashtags on Friday were Friday Finds. So if you click there, it's going to give you a photo that you can post and a caption with hashtags that you just copy and paste. So you can set it up in your scheduler. Meta Business Suite on Facebook business page has a scheduler. Your personal Facebook page has a scheduler now, so utilize that. I know that's kind of frustrating that you can't automatically share to your personal page, but you do have a scheduler now. Let's see, a couple of other ones. I really like their Wedding Wednesdays. So a very nice photo. And again, a caption that you can just copy and paste. They have also promos. So you have to have your agent profiler complete to be able to see the promos. But you can share promos, any specials that are running, and then also any blogs. You can link to any blog. So it's not just always sharing a photo with a caption. You can share their specials and blogs to read about different areas of travel. This one looks really neat, a wedding speech blog. I bet a lot of people could benefit from that, right? So yeah, you can just open up the link and then, oh, it's got me signed out now. But you can see the different blogs and you can copy and paste the link to the blog right to your social media. Jennifer, so to sign up, you're going to go to the Travel Cafe from your back office. Okay. So that's the marketing section. Use that social media planner. Gives a lot of really good information. It helps keep your social media active as well. Preferred suppliers, another area that I really like. I know in our back office in the travel cafe, we have about what, 25 or so preferred suppliers, but you and I both know we can use a lot more than that, right? So here is another section where you can use the Travel Leaders Network preferred suppliers. You can search A to Z, you can search by different categories, but using this search, it'll give you a list of all different kinds of suppliers. A really great resource to get specializations in different destinations. So, excuse me, California, Alaska, Abu Dhabi. All you have to do is click on those links and it's going to tell you how to register, how to get any type of trainings that they have to offer. If they offer commissions, it's going to tell you commission rates, what websites to be able to use. It's just really important that you use Archer Travel's credentials to register with these sites. So that's a really nice way to look for different areas. Now, let's say you have a client that maybe wants to go to Europe. Somebody in here had a Europe specialization. You can actually search by area. Let's see. I know once you open a supplier, you can probably search by the province area. Once you open a supplier, you can search by destination connections. So if you click on Europe here, maybe they want to go to Greece. You can open up Greece. You can get a few really good tips about Greece. So when you're talking about Greece, you kind of know what you're talking about. Nice videos that covers Greece travel. Greece for lovers, Greece for foodies, gives you a lot of really good information. You can get brochures if they have them. That's a really great way to get some brochures for travel booths if you want to set up any kind of travel booth. So that's a really great way to get those resources as well. Any questions so far? And then, of course, you can also search by different categories. So you can search by hotel, you can search by air, agency tools, client services. They have some different services that you can register for itineraries or things like that. All right. Different agency ops. I don't use a lot of these, but you can look in here if you want to get some brochures or booking tools or some different insights and help. That is an opportunity for you. I already showed you the training calendar. Sometimes live events are listed on the events calendar. So that's nice to be able to watch for that. And then some resources. You have agent incentives and offers, travel aids and planning tools. Those are super helpful. Agent discounts and fam trips. They have some listed in there. Let's see. Different forms that you may want to introduce and use. So they have a lot of really great information in here. I'm going to go ahead and go to the agent incentives and offers. As you scroll down through here, I want to Avanti, you can win a trip to Italy. Let's see, CIE tours, sell 3, sail for free. Delta Vacations has a fall incentive. So you get quite a few different incentives too, and these help to know where to advertise at or where to run your specials, because a lot of your specials that you are advertising, they go with your niche or your specialty, but also you want to advertise something you can get the most out of, right? If you're going to get a free trip for every 2 trips booked, you definitely want to try to book those 2 trips. Let's see, the travel aids and the planning tools. Flight status, flight tracker. Maybe somebody has a question about how to get their passport. They have a question about visa requirements. Maybe they want to sign up for the TSA pre-check. They don't have to wait in line anymore. All of these links are very helpful for you and to be able to navigate throughout everything in the travel industry. What do you need for cruise documents? What are different baggage fees for different airlines? Airport terminal maps. How many of you have um, booked a flight for somebody who's never taken a flight before? And in your mind, you know you can do it. You know you did it the first time, but you panic a little because a lot of times people don't know that there are different gate codes and there are different terminals. These terminal maps are super nice to be able to use. Yes, this is more for training, tips, and information. Absolutely. You can do some bookings through here. I have seen some people do it. I usually like to go to the vendor directly though. So that pretty much covers Agent Universe. I know that there is a lot more in here than I've even explored. So I encourage you guys to explore this. Travel Leaders Network is a great resource. If you have any trouble getting access to anything, call them, use the live chat, send an email to their tech support, and they will help you out right away. Every once in a while, the training calendar for some reason won't open. I'm not sure what happens, but a quick phone call and they fix it right away for me. Victoria, I like to book with the vendor directly because I think the commissions are a little bit more and they come a little faster than if I book through Agent Universe. But I haven't looked at the Cruise Complete actual booking side of it. So I'm not really sure what that booking platform looks like. Agent Universe is a branch of Travel Leaders Network, yes. You're very welcome. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now. And I want to thank all of you for attending here today. If you have any questions, put them in the chat box. I would be happy to answer.